to a few challenges. I'm also learning as well. I'm new to this, so I need to get a breath. To know about how to be able to maneuver around all these things. So it was a little bit of a challenge. But thanks to one of our bosses who contacted me and showed me the way out. So welcome once again, all of you. I can see your comment. Initially, I said that if you can hear me, you should type a Y, and I just saw that. So thank you all, and I will just take a few minutes to welcome you once again. So I'll start from all the top. So from Boss Lady Enyo, welcome. Bibiana, welcome. Obasima Rita, welcome. Felix Audi, welcome. Great to have you. Obasima again. Um, Abudu Latifu, welcome. Laura, Boss Lady Laura, welcome. Roland Okante, welcome, Roland. And Christiana Wellington, welcome, Christiana. I saw you join the group last night. Welcome to have you here. And yes, welcome, and each and everyone here. Grateful, and it's of much pleasure to see you and your comments. I'm so much happy to see you there. So without wasting much of your time, I'll quickly then move on straight to talk about the power of learning. Now, when you talk about learning, each and everyone here really understand the meaning of learning because you've done this long way back when we were in school, when we used to be kids. We've learned, but the learning that we've been having is quite different from this type of learning I'm talking of. So let's move on to the next slide. So learning. So someone asks, what is learning at all? So learning is about the process of acquiring new ideas or new understanding. Now, let me tell a story about myself in relation to this. You know that this God Backup is a new project and I'm very new to it. I usually call myself as a toddler because I don't know anything about it. When it comes to my profession, yes, I'm guru in it. But when it comes to this, I'm a toddler. But the reason why I joined God Backup is that's the first point I want each and everyone here to know is that um, this industry keeps coming. That's way back when I was in school. And in actual fact, the review or the comment from friends got me scared. So I was like, people will talk, about, why do you go into this? I mean, why that? But when, as I right from school, started working and all that, this thing has been coming on and off way forward now. What should be the way forward? So now the way forward is for me to learn. So I decided to know, let me learn, let me join this and learn how to do the way we do it. So that's one aspect of it. So I decided to be part and parcel to be able to learn and understand. That's the first part. So this project here to yes, we are also here to get knowledge and new behaviors. Now, you could see that on the group page, where if you talk of the lines of our mentor, Dr. Koe, he usually puts on fantastic comment over there, which motivates, inspire, and encourages. We can even talk about Enyo, Dr. Hansing, Dr. Fidel, Roland, Obasima, all of you that out there always put out something which is of great value. And that are new things. Now, when you read, it changes your mood. It makes you think. It makes you look at things in a different perspective. That's another way of learning. Again, their behaviors. Now, you could see that when you join God back up, there are certain things you need to do. How do I talk to people? How do I approach a new person? And these are things you're whenever you're working, wherever you are, you check your surroundings, the way you talk, the way you relate to people, you begin to smile, you begin to show compassion, more energy, and all that. These are new behaviors that is popping up when you are with God back up. And again, there's skills. There's so much skills here. You need to have that skills to be able to champion it. And it is not only with this project, trust me, to be able to do well in terms of your relationship, in terms of even your personal work ethics, in terms of your community, it could be in the church or the community that you find yourself, even the relationship which you have with your children. These are skills you need to acquire. So you can see that as humans as we are constantly exposed to new ideas and new ways of learning. And of course, it comes to the point that value. They always say that value commands its return. And there's so much great value here. God back up that we have the projects that we can talk of, and of course the products. It gives a lot of value to be able to back up your files, save your data. This is value. So where there's value, money follows value. And I learned this actually from God Backup. So there's so much things to be able to learn from God Backup. And attitude. Attitude is everything. So the attitude towards anything in life, anything in life. I've mentioned about your personal relationship, your with your at work, your spouse, your kids. These are attitude, and of course the project that you are doing, even about yourself. These are attitudinal things that we need to what change, and of course our preference. So, and God Backup is here to help us learn so many things. My presentation will be very short. I will try as much as possible to um, finish within that 20 minutes. So, what are some of the things, the areas that we need to learn? Learning consists of the training that we have each and every day on the group page. It could be on the WhatsApp page, on the Telegram, or the presentation, the Saturday training. These are good because when you're exposed to it, changes your mindset and your understanding of things. Now, if you could remember, let me talk about some years back. One great scientist said that the world is round, is sphere, but in natural fact, it's not flat. During the days, we used to understand that the world is flat. But when that person came up with that idea that the world is round, people were a bit would I say they painted that person as a blasphemy or he's blaspheming. So it took so much time for people to actually understand that person that in actual fact what he was trying to say was the truth. And now in reality, we can now attest to the fact that yes, the world is round. You see, and God Backup is one of them. The project that we are in, people have so much comment about it, but actually they don't know the truth. They don't know what it entails. So it boils down to each and every one of us here to be able to show that to them that no, it goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. In actual fact, you see that those who learn, if you take someone who believes in something, and of course another person who believes in that thing, and then that person has moved a step of learning, that person is higher than the person who just believed. So you see, learning is powerful. That's why the first example I cited on when about the great scientists who came up with the idea that the world is round, it took so much time for people to actually believe what he said, right? So that is the thing. When you learn, you move ahead of your people, your people, that your friends. If your friends are not the type that love to be exposed to learning, when you learn, you move way above them. Your understanding of things is totally different. When you speak, people begin to understand you. People begins to follow what you are saying. So yes, the training, tutorials, tutorials, and of course potential. What are potential? Creativity. Last Monday, Boss Enyo talked about entrepreneurial mentality, and that's where he talked about men. To be entrepreneur, you have to be creative. So you see, each and every one here is unique, and that's in God's in His own infinite wisdom created each and every one's differently. We are different in our unique ways, and that is the most important thing, and that is where God Backup comes in. Your uniqueness actually will attract people to you. There's so much motivation on the group page, so much motivation. The little that you do, you'll be recognized, and that is good. When you come in, look at the support, look at the recognition that they give you. These are things that we learn. So it goes on beyond our social life that we should appreciate each and every one. That is why, even in our circles, when you meet someone, you should show courtesy. These are things, tiny, tiny things that we, one way or the other, we sometimes look down upon. But in actual fact, they are of importance to us to be able to build a good relationship. And of course, that will transcend into our entire terms of our family and our community. So learning is motivation is part of learning, and we have the success and communication. Go back up. There's so much training that it teaches you how to be able to communicate, how to be able to carry your message across when you meet someone. The way and manner you need to speak to that person is so fantastic, and the trainings will walk you through the step by step ways to be able to engage people, and that is good. And of course, and then finally, the knowledge here is key. The knowledge here is powerful. So this community is way beyond cloud storage and of course the compound. The community of people of different background tells us all that we are a community where we can make a great impact in our lives that will touch other lives as well. Very, very, very good. So, in that aspect, I'll leave a quote here about learning. And that quote states that develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow. Yes, learning will lead you to places that you might not think humanly possible for you to be there. But when you learn, believe you me, you can reach to the higher heights. You can reach to the higher height. And learning actually has helped people to be at places that they never thought they could be. Yes, in our human terms, we use certain words like excellent, distinction. These are things we use to describe achievement. So learning is part and parcel of us, and each and every day is an opportunity for us to learn. So when you want to grow, if you want to develop in any aspect of your life, you need to back it up with learning. To believe in something, you need to learn. To do something well, you need to learn. And trust me, learning comes with failure. So when you fail, doesn't mean you fail. You shouldn't stop. You should find another way and means to be able to carry your message across. And we can see that with, we can actually see this from great people like Thomas Edison, who tried coming up with the light bulb. He tried over 1,000 times, and of course, he was able to come up with the light bulb. And now let's see around us. The light bulb is everywhere. And so whenever a light bulb is you switch on a light bulb. Remember, it was the effort of Thomas A. Edison. If it has given up maybe on the first try, there wouldn't be a light bulb. But he never gave up with consistency. And of course, I believe that A. Edison right now will probably tell you that he has had so many understanding of how failure is, and also the processes that he went through to be able to come up with the light bulb is beautiful. So the end is of much importance than the beginning. So guys, let's stick to learning because learning will make us powerful. And again, the other quotes that I also put out here, the other quotes that I want to also put out here is from Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein says that a person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. So when you fail, doesn't mean that you've not moved. No. When you fail, it means that you've moved from A to B. You should try again. If you should fail, it means that you've moved from A, B, and you're now at C. So consistency will actually lead us to wherever we want us to be. And it's these are all part and parcel of learning. Learning is a process. It is not one time try. You keep on learning each and every day. And also, now let's talk about this verse. in Ecclesiastes 11 and verse 7, which states that truly the light is sweet and a pleasant thing it is for the eyes to behold the sun. My understanding of this is that truly the light is sweet. What is the light? To be able to see the light, you need to learn. So when you learn, you see the light. When you learn, you see the light. Yes. So the light, in actual fact, is part of learning. Light comes from learning. That's why in science we see that the energy can neither be created. You can't create it, but you can actually change its shape from one state to another. So we need to back up with learning. Learning is key in whatever we want to achieve. We need to learn. Let's follow what the leaders are doing. You can see that all the leaders, from Dr. Hansen, Dr. Kiwi, Boss Lady Nora, Dr. Fidel, and all the great people out there, they are constantly learning and they are always engaging all the top. He's always learning aspects of it. So, guys, I'll try as much as possible to be within the time frame. And I think I started a bit late because I wasn't seeing much of how to go about it. So, yes, yes, yes. So, on that note, I'd like to draw the curtains down here. So, this is a statement that I would like to put out there is that let's commit to learning, and through that, we will be more. We'll be more in terms of whatever we do, and we'll be always standing out among our friends and in the community that we find ourselves. And that is what is going to drive, that's what is going to drive people close to us. Yes, it's true. Learning leads to transformation and change. Without learning, the world will be very bored. So learning is key. Learning is key, guys. Let's stick to learning. And I love your input and your comments. I totally appreciate each and every one here, from Dr. Dorothy Hansing, Sophia Kanga, Christiana Wellington, Laura, Boss, Enyo, and all of you. I totally agree with you. Because of my time, I need to make it very short, so that I'll be able to stay within the spirit time. So thank you all for joining the call and the training. I wish you all the best. Let's keep moving forward. Let's keep moving forward. Thank you so much. And bye bye.